Okay, so recently I built this platform in this here tree, and it ended up looking pretty good. I think it looks quite nice, and that was all cool. It was really comfy, and I thought, you know what? I'd been wanting to film a video where I sleep in a tree for like forever, and I could just do it in this one. But then I realized that just sleeping in a platform isn't that much content. Like, there's no build-up. Or you just start with the climax and there's just nothing else. And so I was like, well, if I built a platform and then I slept in it, then that would be really cool. But I've already built it, and it's like already finished, like completely. And so I had a solution. I'm gonna destroy the platform, just destroy it, just completely gone, and then I'm gonna rebuild it in 3 days before I sleep in it. So, yeah, let's go. Now the first step in reconstructing the platform is going to be fishing for sticks, by which I mean collecting a bunch of decently strong sticks beneath this murky lime green water. I'll use these as a foundation for the rest of the platform. While I did collect a bunch of sticks from the fishing earlier, I needed a few more because I figured that about half of those sticks I found are actually pretty rotten and will smash later on when I test them. And as these two, formerly one stick show, there are no strong sticks in the swamp. They're all kind of in a constant state of collapse. To deal with the structural instability of these sticks, I whacked them against a tree to smash off the weak bits.
Ow!
It's very advanced and occasionally painful. So while I was filming this section of the video, I actually got approached by this 10-year-old kid, and he came up to me and he was like, "Yo, do you come here often?" And I was like, "Nah, I usually come to the swamp sort of around the afternoons." And he was like, "Ah yes, that makes sense. I usually come here in the mornings. That's probably why I don't see you very often." And then he was like, "Do you want any help with whatever you're doing?" And I was like, "Nah." And he was like, "Okay, cool." And then we went our separate ways. It was weird. So when I was planning this video late one night, when I couldn't get to sleep, this was one of the first camera angles that I thought of. It kinda hurts to watch, and not in the cringy way. Wanna see a magic trick? I'ma transport this load of sticks all the way to the other side of the swamp like Now back when I first started building tree forts, I got a friend on the ground to pulley the sticks up to me in the tree, so that I could arrange them in platform formation and everything. It was pretty cool teamwork. I got to build the platform while he got the next lot of sticks ready, and it worked really well. The problem is, I can't do that anymore, cause no one wants to help out a dude who chills at icy swamp water that smells of duck poo and mold. Except maybe the 10-year-old kid from earlier. So I just kinda gotta do it myself, which means pulling the sticks up from the top and then having to go all the way down again to repeat the process. Now that I've finally got those sticks up, I can start building the platform by arranging the sticks horizontally. There's really not much to it, it's quite simple. These knots I've been using to tie the sticks together are pointlessly complex because I improvise them every time. I'm not actually using any fancy knots. Now I actually learned all the fancy knots when I was in cadets, which is the equivalent of scouts as a kid, but all of that knowledge has left my brain and I am going to suffer for it. Because of the aforementioned knotting extravaganza, this footage is 2 minutes long, just thoroughly sped up. Just look at this nightmarish knot. Yeah. So after I place these last sticks, the foundation will be finished. Everything that makes the platform strong will have been done. I think that deserves celebration. In the form of a snack. Since the foundation is done, all I'm going to be doing in the next however many minutes is literally just making it more comfy. Now, if I happen to bring a mattress up here, that whole problem would be completely solved, but there is no way I would... mean, this is bound to be comfier than anything I can build out of bark and twigs. So why don't I just sleep on this? But no! I will not fall to such... So funky thing about the swamp. This area I'm filming in right now is only about 10 meters away from a pretty busy footpath right next to a playground. You would think that there'd be tons of kids running through this natural utopia that's been mostly untouched by humans for probably like 50 years. But apparently it's just me. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's pretty cool having a swamp all to myself, but like no one else comes here is weird. So what I'm doing here with all these big branchy sticks covered in twigs is I'm going to be building a sort of netting over top the foundation, which will distribute my weight more evenly and make it more comfortable. One of the things I love about GoPros and their fancy mounts is you can attach them to anything. Like, if you can think of a shot possibility, it can happen. This isn't actually the first platform I've built in this swamp. I built another one which was a lot closer to the water level, but it duck nested in that one and ruined all my video ideas. I built another one too, although it was more of a cove. It had a ceiling and everything, and that was pretty cool, except a duck also decided to nest in that one. Unfortunately for the duck, however, my ceiling couldn't actually support its weight, and so, one stormy night, when the wind blew a little too hard, the roof collapsed and the duck's eggs fell into the icy void below. Serves the duck right for thinking anything I built would be structurally stable. Okie dokie, now we're in the final stage of platform construction. What I'm doing here is collecting the bark of these trees called paper bark, and this stuff is magical. It's like super comfy, you could literally write at it like it's parchment, and best of all, it literally grows on trees. You may be looking at this massive pile and thinking, oh, that's probably enough. No! Always more. Now pulling the bark up with rope like I did with the sticks would be awkward, so we're doing this one the old-fashioned way. Now that all the bark's up there, I gotta begin the task of making my mattress out of bark. This took a while.
Ooh. Hey, so I've got a really funky little orange light here, as you can see. Should let me sort of see in the dark out here. It's lovely moonlight, but that doesn't come on camera. I'm gonna set up my sleeping bag and attempt sleep. It's really late. Yeah, hopefully this goes well.
Yep, I'm tying myself to a tree so I can't roll out and die.